Hey. Yeah. Yeah. I chase the neon glow through the darkest night. My vision stays fixed upon every single city light. Climbing the ladder until I reach the highest height. Everything I imagined is finally coming into plain sight. We set the whole entire block very much ablaze, moving through the traffic like a complex urban maze. Never getting lost inside that heavy purple smoke haze. Everyone is watching me during this frantic social craze. Trading every single silver coin for this solid gold, making moves that only the truly brave and bold. Keeping my heart distant in the liquid when the cold, living out the stories that the legends often told. I finally found a kingdom I can truly own, locked inside the rhythm in my very private zone. Building up a legacy made of heavy granite stone, sitting right on top of a very shiny throne. Everyone is playing such a very dangerous little game, burning every bridge with a bright and roaring flame. Now the whole entire world knows my secret name, hanging all my pictures in a golden heavy frame. It's the rhythmic energy of my very steady flow. There's no direction where I will not go, moving way too fast for them to even slow. Putting on a massive and a very spectacular show, making sure that every single debt will finally pay. Doing what I want so I can always stay, working hard until the very end of every day, watching how the massive clouds will begin to sway. Pushing on the pedal with a very intense drive. This is how the hungry people really truly thrive. Never felt a moment where I felt so alive. Into the deep ocean I will finally just dive, making sure the audio is sounding very sharp, clear. Trading every doubt for the lack of any fear, knowing that the finish line is getting very near. Shifting my whole life into a much higher gear. Every single room I enter is definitely getting lit. Built this whole empire with my very own grit. Every song I drop becomes a global smash hit. Custom tailored suits provide the most perfect sharp fit. Staring at the diamonds on the very heavy rock, never looking back at the ticking of the clock. Driving fancy cars around my very local home block, keeping all my secrets under a very tight lock. Showing all the runners how I really can run, standing directly in the center of the hot sun, making sure the lifestyle is always lots of fun, resting only when the entire job is finally done. Crossing over every single thin and crooked red line, waiting for the moment that I will truly shine. Everything I see is gonna be completely mine, knowing that the future is looking very, very fine. Setting such a heavy and a very fast pace, leaving all my worries in a very distant space. Looking at the hunger written on my tired face, I will never lose in a very long race. Yeah, heading for the exit and I am heading out. Listen to the people as they scream and shout. Never let a person fill your head with doubt. This is what this life is really all about. Yeah. Yeah. Waking up early just to claim my mental state, carrying visions that carry such a very heavy weight, serving the hunger upon a very shiny silver plate, opening every single locked and bolted heavy iron gate. Watch how the sun and the stars always rise, chasing the glory and grabbing the ultimate first prize, measuring limits by looking at every single massive size, climbing the ladder until I finally reach the sky. Locked in the rhythm and living in the zone, taking the crown and sitting on a heavy throne, harder than marble and tougher than a polished stone, making sure that my name is very widely known. Leveling up and reaching for a brand new height, burning so bright like a neon electric pulse and light, taking a chance and starting a very long flight, holding the vision and keeping it very, very tight, moving our bodies because we love to just sway. Everything is a game that we want to play, whatever the cost we are ready to just pay. Nothing can force us to ever want to stay. Check out the flavor and look at the flow, running the stage and putting on a great show, feeling the heat and watching the red neon glow, planting the seeds and watching the tall garden grow. Turn up the speakers and start a loud jam, hit the gas pedal and give it a slam, post every video on the worldwide the gram, living my life and I do not give a damn, breaking the chains because I wanna be free, holding the lock and holding the very only key, looking at mirrors and liking the vision of me, spending the money upon a brand new shopping spree, never retreating and never ever looking at the back, staying focused and running on the very right track, counting the paper and building a very tall stack, leading the charge and starting a very bold attack, stepping my foot on the very expensive marble floor, working for everything and always wanting much, much more. Knocking until I can open every single locked door, winning the game and settling the very final score. Pushing through every single moment of the heavy pain, standing outside and dancing in the very cold rain, working so hard for every single little tiny gain, keeping the logic inside of my very busy brain. Heaven in oceans that are very, very, very deep, working while all of the other people just sleep, climbing a mountain that is very, very, very steep, taking the chance and taking a very big leap, listening close for the very loud and clear call, playing the game and holding the very round ball, standing up straight and standing very, very, very tall, breaking the bricks and breaking the very thick wall. Open your mouth and give a very loud shout, living my life without a single tiny little doubt, knowing exactly what the whole world is truly about, gaining the fame and gaining the very high cloud. Listen to diamonds and how they really truly ring, acting like I am a very, very powerful king, moving my body and watching it very slowly swing. Whatever you want is exactly what I will bring, moving the car and driving it very, very fast, winning the race and making the memory really last, leaving the ghosts in the very, very dark past, having a party and having a very big blast, lacing my shoes and starting a very long run, having the time and having a lot of fun, looking at battles that I have already truly won, checking the list until every single thing is done, wearing the chains that are made of heavy gold, living a life that is very, very bold, never doing exactly what I am always being told, keeping the dream and keeping a very tight hold, taking the wheel and starting a very long drive, working so hard so that I can truly thrive, feeling the spark and feeling so very much alive, doing the work so that I can truly survive. Yeah. Truly survive. Hey, hey, hey. Writing the name on a very big money check, wearing the ice on a very, very cold neck, crashing the party and creating a very big brag, dealing the cards from a very, very fresh deck, doing whatever it truly really takes to just make early in morning before I finally start to wake, putting my life on a very, very high stake, moving the ground until it starts to truly shake, jumping the whip and take a very long ride, keeping the crew on my very, very own side, walking with ego and walking with a lot of pride, over the waves where I can truly just glide. Yeah, 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 yeah. Looking for fire and looking for a tiny spark, leaving a permanent and very, very, very deep mark, swimming in water like a very, very hungry shark.